Cambio de decir, él me encanta, yo lo quiero, pues dímelo a mí.
Welcome back to another episode of The Upside Down Adventurer.
Oh, hey there. Didn't see you. So in the last episode, me and Rami had scuba traveled our way to a few countries and found ourselves on Kuramati Island in the Maldives. In the last episode, you got to see some cool underwater footage all about scuba diving, but this episode is dedicated to the art of freediving. But first, take a look at some overwater fun in Kuramati.
So, here we are in the Maldives, in a fancy water villa. So let's go check out a little bit the room, MTV Crib style. So we got the family hanging out in the jacuzzi. Say what's up.
Yeah, live stuff.
Hi.
Very soft.
You know. Alright, let's take a little tour inside. That's how the room looks. That's the view. Oh, check that out. Check that out. Tough, huh? Alright, that's it.
Working in rescue divers in the Maldives was good fun. But after some time working in the scuba diving industry, we decided to take a break. Because once you make your hobby as your job or your full-time profession, we quickly discovered that you can lose your passion if you're not careful. So that's when we decided to strip the scuba gear off. But not this much off! And that's when we decided to take a year out traveling.
So our 1 year travel combined seeing family and having our own adventure time. We started off by first visiting my family in Wales and in France, followed by some trips in the States and Central America, and then visiting Romi's family in Argentina, followed by going to see my parents living in Oman at the time. And then we finally finished in Australia, where we settled in our new spot. And in this year, I got to pursue my passion of freediving whilst being on the island of Utila in Honduras.
So freediving is the art of holding one's breath. But it's a beautiful and pure way of connecting with the ocean, as it uses just one's own potential to dive down. And I've been fascinated with submerging myself underwater ever since I was wee high.
So like I said, I always loved being underwater and competing to see how long I could hold my breath for. I was even the youngest dude in my school, ISM, in Tanzania to complete the swim test at the age of 4, which required being able to swim a lap underwater and also fetch a heavy brick at the bottom. But it took a long time for me to discover the sport of freediving. It was Rami that first introduced it to me, and I was skeptical as I was already a scuba instructor by that point. And my view was, why need to hold your breath when you can have a full tank of air you can use? But she finally got me to give it a go, and when I did, it came so naturally to me. And on my first ever try, I dove down to 20 meters, and I was absolutely fixated from that point. I continued to pursue freediving on the side all throughout my time in Zanzibar, Thailand, and the Maldives, but with no official training. So when I started being able to hit depths of around 30 meters, I knew it was time to get some formal training. And that's where Utila comes in. My brother was living on that island in Honduras, and so I combined the opportunity to see him and spend a month with the team in Freedive Utila.
I wanted to combine my passion of freediving with my passion for teaching and sharing with people. So I became a freediving instructor. I did it in Bali, Indonesia, with Ocean Prana in Amit. And now I can teach with Ida and with Patty. For any of those that have a connection to the ocean, I really recommend taking up this beautiful sport.
My favorite aspect of freediving is this amazing moment where after 20 meters your body becomes negatively buoyant and you're in this beautiful free-falling state. I love to close my eyes here and just feel the pull towards the depth of the ocean. And of course, my time on Utila wasn't all about freediving. And so, after racking up my time with Freedive Utila and hitting up my personal best of reaching 50 meters underwater and having my longest breath hold of just over 5 minutes, I left the island to go do some exploring of mainland Honduras.
This is the super jump! Woo! Yeah, man. Tell my mom I love her.
As this episode concludes, I hope it's inspired you for some underwater fun, and know that freediving doesn't have to be all serious.
One, two, three, let's go!
This GoPro footage caught the end of one of the most amazing underwater experiences I have ever had, where I was face to face with two 3-meter long bull sharks. Which may not be everybody's cup of tea, but as an ocean lover, I can tell you that was such a powerful experience.
Fucking right! There's fucking two of these massive 3-meter fuck bastards, man. That's so cool. Fucking awesome.
So thanks for tuning in to this week's episode, and see you next time!